Up, we're here with top 4 duelist. What's your name? How'd you do? What'd you play?
My name is Piersen Sukienik. I got top 4 at the Case tournament, and I played Fire King Snake Eye as Amina.
Let's see it.
So to start off with, we got 3 Kieran, 2 Sukienik's, 1 of all the normal ones. There is a list that you could play 2 Sukienik's, but the amount of starters that you have in this deck is super high. So I'd rather have non-engine than a whole bunch of normal summons that clog.
That's fair.
There's nothing really else to explain about. There's lists that play like Renbali and stuff, but it's just as extenders. Then the Snake Eye engine. I originally wasn't playing the Oak for a while, but after playing against Tempai and Exodia, you kind of have to because shifter. So, but I mean, this is as small as the engine can get. Then the Witch, the OSS and the Azamina stuff. I originally had this at 1 and this at 1, the Deception and the Witch, to make it a 42 card deck. No, it's a 43. It'd be a 41 card deck. But there were lots of games where I was siding, and there's not a lot of extra stuff that you can side out when the deck is that small. So I just side out these 2, going first or second, post like game 2 and 3, just because I'd rather not clog on it. And the deck is just super consistent, so I'd rather just see other non-engine.
Understandable.
And then some extenders or 3 Bonfire. I also had this at like 2, but I also post side, I'll take out 1, or if it's like the mirror match, I'd take out 2, because 99% of the time you're trying to burn their cards and then use the Charmers and Zombie Vampire to grab from their graveyard. And then some defensive cards. We have Call By, and then the 1 Sanctuary and the 1 Island. Before I was playing Skyburn, but 9 times out of 10, if you're having to go Ponix, you're going for this, not Skyburn.
Yeah.
But post side, there's arguments to just take this out, and if you draw this, you draw it. But like against spell trap decks, you just add Skyburn instead of this.
Makes sense.
And then hand traps, 3 Veiler, 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Impulse, 3 Imperm. Originally, it was just these 12, and I subbed these 3 out for DD Crow. But in testing, it's really good because you just hit the Azamina stuff, so you can save the Impulse for a Princess or like Ash Send or OSS, so you don't have to waste that. But I'd rather just use Veiler, draw it in multiples, and stop their combo early than letting them do anything at all. And people will say that it conflicts with Impulse, the trap, but 9 times out of 10, it doesn't. In theory, it does, but it also doesn't.
Like it does, but it doesn't usually come up.
Exactly, and there were like 4 times where I drew this for turn. I would have like Bonfire and other extenders that didn't use my normal summon. Just slap this down, make an anima, try to bait something, and it works. And you just activate Bonfire and go full Snake Eye combo. We'll do side first. So this side was super jank. I've never ran a side like this before, and it kind of paid off. So we do 3 cross out, 1 talents, 1 harpies. The Skyburn was moved from the main to the side. 2 talents. The 1 shifter for the cross out. DDG, skill drain, 2 D-berry, and then 2 trap tricks. So the idea is you have such a high percentage of drawing this with these 6 right here. So 9 times out of 10, if you side all 6 of these in, you're gonna draw. That's what happened to me 99% of the time. Or like what's also really good about this is you could take these and you side them in with this, because 99% of Fire King Snake Eye players play the skill drain. So going second, you can just cross out, hit this, and then for going first, you just snipe this. Like when people were breaking my board, I would just use Sylvia for this, and then if they try to OSS or something, you just cross out this. It happened, I think, 3 times today, so it was really, really good. I'm glad it worked out. The only thing I would change with the side is to go with the Trap Tricks low line, I would add a second DDG. I'd probably take out the Harpies because 9 times out of 10 you're not grabbing Harpies. You're grabbing this or one of these other traps, or for going second, you're thrusting into this, not this. Because through your own engine, you can just grab something that outs the spell traps, and this triggers your Garunics and all your other stuff. It's really, really good.
It's understandable.
And then for the extra deck, we play the Zelentis. I don't see a reason why you would need to run the Raging Phoenix as long as you play correctly. Like you try to waste all their interactions with your small guys, and then literally just Amblo Whale Sylvia, or Sylvia and 2 FK monsters just game. But that's for the Link 4s. I played 2 princess instead of 1. It was either this one princess and a phoenix, but the phoenix, you're just burning a card in your hand, and most of the time you're not going to be drawing off of it, so there's not a real plus. So I'd rather just have 2, so they go SP, banish this from my grave, or spell trap it, and now I'm not even going to worry about it, because I'm going to summon the second one. And then Link 2s, we got IP, Sunlight, SP, Hita, and Gloomy. And that's it for the Link 2s. It's kind of self-explanatory. And then the one Anima, that's the only Link 1. I did cut this before for Fucho, but in testing, going into a board, it's just really, really good.
I think that card's insane.
Yeah, or like going first and you have you open Poplar and Witch, it just makes it better. That way you don't just OSS sack it, you're actually getting a body on board. So if they hit the Witch with a Veiler, you can just end on an SP.
Makes sense.
And then for the XYZs, we play Hate Tempai. And then these cards are really good. I summoned the Garunix XYZ way more than the Vampire. For some reason today. I don't know how it was. I mean, but like I hard made this like several times into a board, like on the crackback, and it was really, really good. Because then they destroy and they're like, cool, summon the XYZs back. And then the last 2 are the synchros. The fusions.
Yeah, obviously.
This card with the Azamine is really, really broken. So going first, if you feel like that they have a lot of hand traps, you just shotgun this out. It happened several times where they have like Nib or something. You'll use this, and then you'll add the Azamina spell back to your hand, and then you just end back on this. So you just burn a negate, burn a hand trap, and then you just summon it right back. So it's really, really good.
Those cards do seem good. If they resolve, especially, like they're just so good.
Yeah. I like them a lot.
Congratulations, man. Do you have any shout outs before we go?
Shout out to Avery and Da Vinci for playtesting.
The purple and yellow Teletubbies.
Yes. For playtesting and theorying, I haven't played since the last 3v3, so it's kind of just,
And you're coming back hot.
figuring out lines. But we're supposed to be going to Anaheim, so we'll see how it does then.
We'll see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out to Good Gaming and Sim Games, of course.
Thank you, brother. We will see you at Anaheim.
Yep.
Good luck. Take it easy.